Are you preparing for Praxis 5165 geometry, area, perimeter, volume, angle relationships, applying formulas in real-world scenarios? Then I have a video that I think you will find helpful. My name is Tom, and I am a test prep expert here at study.com, and I will walk you through some of the problems you may see on the test. The Praxis 5165 Mathematics Content Knowledge Exam is designed to assess the knowledge and skills needed for beginning secondary mathematics teachers. In this specific video, we're going to focus on Praxis 5165 geometry, area, perimeter, volume, angle relationships, applying formulas in real-world scenarios. All right, let's take a look at some problems. A rectangle is cut into two triangles. The area of one of the triangles is 4xy units squared. What is the area of the rectangle? A, 8xy units squared, B, 16xy units squared, C, 12xy units squared, and D, 2xy units squared. All right, so I have a rectangle shape on the screen, and I'm going to divide this into two triangles across here and make two triangles. And it says the area of one of the triangles is 4xy. Well, when we divide the rectangle in two triangles, these two triangles are equal to each other. So if one of the triangles is 4xy, the other triangle has to be 4xy. And the total area of the rectangle then would be the area of the two individual triangles added together. So we would get 4xy plus 4xy. And what we have is an algebra problem of combining like terms. We have 4xy plus 4xy, so that's going to come out to be 8xy. So our correct answer here would be 8xy units squared, and the other choices would be eliminated here. First off, choice D, there's no way the area could be smaller than 4xy for the total rectangle, so 2xy would be too small. So we already know one of the triangles is 4xy. And it looks like in choice B that they multiplied instead of adding when they combine like terms. So choice B, 16xy units squared would be eliminated, and the 12xy units squared, it looks like they may have multiplied the 4xy by 3, so that's eliminated. So the correct answer here is choice A. A triangle has measured side lengths of 3.50 centimeters, 7.210 centimeters, and 4.9 centimeters. What is the perimeter of this triangle rounded to the correct number of significant figures? All right, so we have a couple things going on here. We need to know about perimeter, and we need to know about significant figures. Okay, so the perimeter of a triangle would be the distance around the triangle, and we have all three sides here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the 3.5, the 7.210, and the 4.9. If we add those together, we should get 15.61. Okay, now we want to round this to the correct number of significant figures. Well, if we look at our choices here, 4.9 is rounded to the tenths place, 7.210 is rounded to the thousandths place, and 3.50 is rounded to the hundredths place. So when we round this to the correct number of significant figures, we cannot leave our answer as 15.61, so this is going to be eliminated. Also, we're not going to round this up to 16, that's going to be eliminated. And we can't make this more precise. So in other words, we can't use the 15.610 as an answer choice. What we have to do is we have to look at the least precise. So the 4.9 is the least precise side measure. So that means our final answer has to be rounded to the least precise side measure. So that means this has to be rounded to the tenths place, which would give us 15.6 centimeters. James received a parcel inside a rectangular box measuring 40 centimeters by 56 centimeters. If the height is 80 centimeters, what is the volume of the box? Is it A, 2,240 cubic centimeters, B, 4,480 cubic centimeters, C, 179,200 cubic centimeters, or D, 3,200 cubic centimeters? All right, so rectangular box, which is a cuboid, sometimes referred to as a rectangular prism. Same thing, cuboid or rectangular prism. And the volume for this is going to be the length times the width times the height. Okay, so we just really have to multiply these three values together, right? So I'm going to use 56 as the length, 40 as the width, and I'm going to use 80 as the height. And if we multiply these together, we're going to get 179,200, and the unit of measure, since we're dealing with volume and the side measures are centimeters, it would be cubic centimeters. Use the diagram below to answer the questions that follow. A transversal line crosses two parallel lines. Which of the following is the value of the angle 11x plus 30? Is it A, 118 degrees, B, 111 degrees, C, 108 degrees, or D, 105 degrees? Okay, so we have our two parallel lines. So I'm going to mark these as parallel. This is our transversal. So that means if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, alternate exterior angles have to be congruent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set 4y plus 18 equal to 7y minus 15, and that's going to let me get y, and then I can find out what this angle is. All right, so we're going to subtract 4y from both sides, and we would get 18 is equal to 3y minus 15. We're going to add 15 to both sides, and we're going to get 3y is equal to 33. So that means my y value must be equal to 11. Okay, so if my y value is 11, what I can do now is I can plug 11 into this angle here. So I would get 7 times 11 minus 15, which would be 77 minus 15, which would be 62 degrees. So if this angle is 62 degrees, 11x plus 30, since these form a linear pair here, so we have a straight line through here. So what I do is I can just take 180 and minus 62 degrees, and I would get the answer of 118 degrees. So the answer here would be choice A. All right, there you have it. How do you think you would have done on those types of geometry problems? Let me know in the comments. For more practice, check out our Praxis Mathematics 5165 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our Praxis Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, and please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying.